Hi, thanks for joining me at Be a YouTube Boss. Today I wanted to show you how I made my own portable audio or sound booth, and I wanted something that I could use to relaunch my podcast, but I also wanted something that was quite portable that I could move around. I couldn't find a sound booth that I needed that was perfect for my own requirements, and the ones that I did find were way over my budget, so I just decided to custom create one, and I was very happy with the end result. Okay, so let's go through what I'm using to make my sound booth. I used one large recycled sturdy cardboard box. I used a pack of 20 acoustic foam panels, a pair of scissors, that was for cutting the cardboard and cutting the foam panels to size, although I didn't have to do that too often. So I used some masking tape, which I needed to hold down parts of the cardboard box while I was sticking the foam panels on. I also used 3M double-sided adhesive pads, but you can use any brand, and just make sure that you have a strong double-sided pad, or you can use strong double-sided tape. Another point is actually you can use or buy pre-adhesive acoustic foam panels, and if you do use those, just make sure that they're very sticky and they stick to the surface you've got. I haven't tried that myself, but maybe that's another video. So let's start with a nice time-lapse video or speed build video so you can see the result within a minute. I'm then going to play the full video so you can see me build the custom sound booth step by step, and I'll also talk about what I'm doing so it can give you an idea of what to expect, and I really hope you enjoy it. If you do, then please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and understand how to build and grow your own YouTube channel. Great, so now I'm going to play the video again. I'm going to play it at a slightly slower speed so that I can talk through sections of what I did. So here what I'm doing is I'm just cutting the cardboard box into the shape that I want my audio booth or my sound booth to be. Ideally I want to be able to get the mic arm in as close as possible, and I want to be able to cover as much of my surround as possible. I really like the size of this particular box because it's quite tall, so if I'm sitting down I can fit my laptop in on the table. I can also fit my microphone in with the arm, so that can come in, and also it has the flaps at the top, so if I needed to cover it with a blanket that would be really easy because it's got a nice frame in order to do that. And in this case I do actually add foam panels at the top as well, so I can flip them over as and when I want them. Here I'm not sticking anything down at the moment, I'm just positioning where I want things to go, so I want to have a look to see how it's going to work. So what you can see here is you can see the little adhesive tabs, and what I've done is I've cut them up, so I've put one tab on each of the corners of the foam. But what happened in reality was what you can see is my little adhesive pads are quite small, and what I needed to do was buy a whole new packet and cut them in half. Rather than have them as small as you saw there, I would cut each of the 3M pads in half and use quite large sized pads. When you place the foam panels onto the cardboard, it's really wise to really press hard so it really firmly sticks to the cardboard, otherwise they'll be flying off the whole time. I'm placing each of the panels, which I didn't have to cut to size here, and then adding in some panels which I've cut to size in order to cover the full area of my particular box. I ordered some black panels as well because I wanted to create a little design. I've cut them into shape here, into size, so they fit neatly around the edge of my sound booth. So to do that, I put a bit of the adhesive tabs onto each of the little foam panels that I cut to size, and then I put them right around the red area. I also would put larger pieces of adhesive tabs on the foam pieces so that they don't fall off, and I recommend you be quite generous with that too. So once I was done with all of the foam panels, I placed the cardboard down onto the table so I could press firmly, because having that nice sturdy table there allowed me to really make sure that everything was nicely stuck to the cardboard. And as you can see, that was a very small piece of adhesive tab which I then added extra. So what I'm doing here is I'm folding the flaps from the top of the box over and placing the foam panels on top to give me an even richer sound. So I was very pleased with that. It worked really well. So if you've got spare foam panels, then go ahead and stick them to the extra flaps on the box. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it's given you some inspiration as to what you can do at home. You don't need to buy expensive equipment. You don't need to have all the mod cons. You just need to have a little bit of imagination and a cardboard box. Now that that's done, I feel so much more comfortable and much more confident about how I want to launch or relaunch my new podcast, Confessions of a YouTuber. Hi there, Emma Drew here, and welcome to another episode of Confessions of a YouTuber, the podcast that makes YouTube simple and gets up close and personal with successful YouTube creators, helping you understand what it takes to grow your YouTube channel the easy way. I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I did. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.